calls the courtroom threatening to erupt. Out to Justin Kramer, KSN-TV, joining me at the courthouse. Justin, I'm just still stunned by the fact that the therapist was allowed to testify. Now, I know in that jurisdiction, like in a lot of jurisdictions, the marriage counselor or the psychoanalyst doesn't have to keep a confidence. You know, like when you go to your doctor and you tell them things, you don't expect that they can then testify to that in court. But there is an exception in Kansas and many others where if it's abuse, marital abuse, any type of abuse on adults, child abuse, sex abuse, the communications between the victim and the suspect, they don't have to be secret. That can all come out in court.
Well, that's right, Nancy, as far as the exception out here in Kansas. And she had some very key testimony throughout day 8 here of Brett Seacat's trial in Kingman, Kansas, telling jurors that Vashti Forrest Seacat had confided in her that she was concerned about threats of violence that Brett had made regarding the fact that he threatened to kill her if she ever tried to leave him, that he threatened to kill her if he ever found out that she was cheating on him, as well as these threats to take their kids to Mexico, and that she would never see them again if she went through with this divorce.
Again. You know, I can't believe, I believe it, but the fact that he would tell her he would take her children, her 2 little boys, to Mexico and she'd never see her children again. I'm surprised she didn't just go ahead and kill him right then and there on the scene. But what police now think is that this CSI, crime scene investigator, as a matter of fact, one of the best, the most elite, he actually taught CSI to other people, real life CSI. It's my understanding that he told her that he could set it all up to look like she committed suicide. Late breaking news as we're going to air. Matt Zarrell, isn't it true that just in the last hours, a witness has taken the stand, refused to be on camera, refused to have their name out there, that said she was afraid her husband would make it look like suicide and burn the house down?
Yeah, it was very, very eerie, Nancy. The coworker testified that he would kill her, burn the house down, and make it appear as though she did it. And another coworker who was also there elaborated and said that Seacat said that he could get away with it because he was in law enforcement and he knew about those things, and that firemen were, he forgets the word, but basically idiots, morons is what he was alluding to.